chance to be competitive against the LA Chargers, which is in the conversation for best teams in all of football. Russell Wilson has been bad. The interceptions in the game against the Chiefs, absolutely egregious. Throwing the ball out of the back of the end zone on 4th down at the end of the game, goal to go when you gotta have points, absolutely egregious. What we saw in the first game against the Commanders, the 2 goal-to-go sequences, where you only come away with 3 points total. Embarrassment. You had 7 chances to get the ball into the end zone inside your own 5 and come up with nothing. I'm sorry. As a Giants fan, as a former player, I've had enough. It's time to put Jaxson Dart in the game. And damn it, if you didn't think he was ready to play, then he shouldn't be your number 2 quarterback, because we all know that that guy is just a 1 hit away from being in the game.
Listen,
why not play the rookie if our veteran is playing like a rookie?
and here's the other thing to Shady's point, though, is the nucleus of the Giants is Malik Neighbors and it's Jaxson Dart. Malik Neighbors ain't happy right now. Malik Neighbors just had the most uninvolved game of his first year and a half of his NFL career, year and a quarter. And like Shady said, his body language ain't even good. If I'm Malik Neighbors, I want Jaxson Dart to play. At least Jaxson Dart gonna find me. If I'm Malik Neighbors, I need a fresh quarterback out there. At least give me a quarterback that's gonna grow with me and learn with me, and a quarterback that can vibe with me, a quarterback that's on the same page with me. I'm young, he young, we both figuring out the league together. Russell Wilson's already an elder statesman. He got kids, he got a wife, he's played for 3 to 4 organizations, he's 36, 37 years old. We're completely different. We don't have nothing in common. The best wide receiving quarterback combinations I know, and y'all know at home, it's when they're actually friends, when they cool, when they kick it, when they spend time on and off the field. So at least let Malik Neighbors and let Jaxson Dart grow together. It's not a huge Russell Wilson indictment. It's more so a Giants just need some sort of promise, 2-5.
They ain't scattable. He's growing on me. I didn't think he was. I didn't think he was that good like that, but he's growing on me. So I think them 3 together. And then another thing about Malik Neighbors, look, his body language is terrible out there. He is not happy. And my thing, if your superstar player, he's probably the best offensive player on the team.
Of course.
Make sure he's right. He ain't even happy out there.
Of course.
Football, it's a business and it's our job. But it is a sport, it's a game.
Yeah.
It's something that we've been playing for free as kids.
Yeah.
Gotta have fun. They're not having no fun out there. Russ has been phenomenal. He's one of my favorite quarterbacks to play this game.
Yep.
How they on them game shows, they say when it's time for you to leave, how they do it? You've been excellent. It's time for you to go. It is time.
After 3 weeks with veteran quarterback Russell Wilson under center, New York Giants may be considering a change.
That 8 weeks might turn into
Is that you're 0-3. I didn't see him being able to put together enough wins to keep Jaxson Dart on the bench for the entire season.
Right.
I mean, they got the Eagles twice in a 3-week span.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know, Joe.
This isn't the ending anyone pictured. Russell Wilson, Super Bowl champion, 9-time Pro Bowler, once the model of poise, precision, and leadership. Now he's benched, staring across at 22-year-old rookie Jaxson Dart, while Giants head coach Brian Daboll makes the riskiest bet of his career. This isn't a benching, it's set, a flat-out betrayal, and it set off a war inside the Giants' locker room. Wilson came to New York chasing redemption. His Denver years crashed, his name dragged. The Giants, they were desperate for stability, a veteran voice after the Daniel Jones disaster. Daboll preached patience, ownership approved, and Wilson eager to prove he wasn't washed signed on. For a flash, it worked. A 450-yard, 3-touchdown shootout against Dallas. Proof Russ could still cook, but the leash was short, way too short. At 0-3, Daboll's seat was blazing. And right behind Wilson was his hand-picked rookie Jaxson Dart. Dart wasn't just a prospect, he was Daboll's lifeline. Daboll and GM Joe Schoen bet everything on him, trading up to grab the fiery Ole Miss star. To Daboll, Dart was more than a QB, he was survival. And in the NFL, survival turns men reckless. Sunday night at MetLife, the Chiefs in town, lights brutal, fans restless. Then came the boos. When Wilson jogged on, the crowd groaned. When Dart took the field for his scripted plays, they roared. And when Dabble yanked him for Wilson again, the boos hammered like thunder. Wilson heard it. Everyone did. And Dabble, smirking on the sideline, looked like a man watching his master plan get blessed. Then came the red zone disaster, Trigger. By morning, the news was out. Jaxson Dart was the Giants' new starter. Wilson wasn't just benched, he was humiliated. At his press conference, Wilson's voice cracked with tension. "I've played this game a long time. I've won at the highest level. I can still do it. Decisions get made, but I don't agree with this one. I've earned the right to lead." But those words carried fire. Wilson felt betrayed. He was told to mentor Dart, bring stability by time. Instead, Dabble tossed him aside like garbage. The locker room blew up. Veterans like Darius Slayton spoke out. "You don't just throw a rookie into the fire." We've seen careers destroyed. Russ deserves better. The whispers spread. Half the room backed Wilson's championship resume. The other half fed off Dart's, sparked the raw fire Dabble craved. This wasn't a quarterback debate anymore. It was war. Veterans versus youth. Loyalty versus the future. For Dabble, this was the final card. His record was already a disaster. After starting 7-2 in 2022, the Giants collapsed March 17th since he barely survived last season's embarrassment. Ownership demanded a plan, and he sold them Dart. The draft night call said it all. Dabble to Dart. I'm banking on you. 5 months later, he cashed that bet by dumping a legend. Fails, both he and his rookie go down, and Wilson, he wasn't fading quietly. The man built on comebacks wasn't backing off now. Sources say he confronted Dabble behind closed doors. "You brought me here to lead. You told me I was your guy. And now you bench me after 3 weeks after throwing 450 against Dallas. That's not football. That's politics." Dabble shot back without flinching. "This isn't about your past. It's about the future. My future. This team's future. Dart is the future." The clash was volcanic. Wilson's allies rallied. Dabble doubled down on Dart. Suddenly, the Giants weren't just shaky, they were a franchise in civil war. Dart's first start wasn't easy. No soft landing. The undefeated Chargers defense-stacked rookie trial by fire. This was the turning point from controversy to crucible. If Dart shines, Dabble looks like a prophet. If Dart flops, it's the desperate move that ends his career. But for Wilson, watching from the sideline, each snap felt like a knife. Every cheer for Dart was another reminder. The game doesn't wait. Legends don't get mercy. This fight isn't just Wilson versus Dart. It's Dabble's survival. The Giants' identity, the clash between past glory and blind hope. The Giants have been lost for years, failed quarterbacks, wasted seasons, fans starving for relevance. Dabble sold ownership on a dream, Dart as the savior. But in chasing that dream, He made a sworn enemy out of a Super Bowl champion. Wilson, benched but burning, now faces the crossroads. Does he swallow his pride and babysit? Or burn it all down, demand a trade, fracture the locker room beyond repair? This isn't just about 2024. It's about legacy. For Wilson, is this the sad, bitter end of a Hall of Fame career dumped on the bench? Or does he claw back, force Dable to eat it, and prove he's still elite? For Dable, this is do or die. The Dart gamble defines him. Win, and he's the visionary who rebuilt the Giants. Lose, and he's just another New York failure. And for Dart, the burden is crushing. He isn't just playing quarterback, he's playing savior for his coach, his franchise, maybe even his city. The stage is set. Wilson, the wounded veteran, refusing to bow. Dable, the desperate coach, betting everything on a kid. Dart, the rookie tossed into fire. What's coming isn't just about wins and losses. It's about power, pride, and survival. Football doesn't care about your rings or resume. It cares about right now. And right now, Wilson's benched, Dable's gone, Olin, and Dart is holding the torch. The gamble is real. If Dart delivers, Dable looks like a genius. If not, the Giants burn with him. One thing's for sure, and Dable. He has zero room for failure. Because in New York, failure doesn't just cost games. It costs everything.